Have you ever wondered what allows some people to not just survive really tough times, but to actually, thrive afterwards?
Yeah, it's like an inner strength, isn't it? Something that goes beyond just coping.
Exactly. It turns pain into insight, fuels amazing resilience. Today, that's what we're diving into.
Right. We're looking at the power of purpose, not just as a nice idea, but as, well, a fundamental pillar for your spirit, your motivation.
Especially when life throws its worst at you.
We'll unpack what purpose really means, look at the surprising benefits, and share some really moving stories.
Stories of people who found meaning right in the middle of adversity. It really shows how purpose can be forged, right?
Forged in the crucible, as they say. So yeah, get ready for a shortcut to understanding something that could genuinely shift your perspective.
Okay, let's get into it. So when we talk about purpose, it can sound a bit, vague, almost spiritual sometimes.
It can, yeah.
Is it just like a fleeting feeling?
Yeah.
Passion? Or is it something more solid, something you can actually cultivate?
It's definitely more than a fleeting feeling. Think of purpose as a stable, active commitment.
Active commitment, okay.
Yeah, to goals that are deeply meaningful to you, personally meaningful, and importantly, goals that have some consequence for the world beyond just yourself.
So there's an outward-looking part, too.
Crucially, it's a kind of driving life commitment that you intentionally cultivate. It's not really something you just stumble upon ready-made.
So it's not like finding a hidden treasure map. It's more like, building your own compass.
That's a great analogy. Exactly. It's really important to get that purpose isn't discovered ready-made. It's developed.
That's about okay.
And if you think about your interests or passions as these fixed, unchangeable things, well, that mindset can actually hold you back.
How so?
It can dampen your engagement, make you lose enthusiasm when, challenges pop up, which they always do.
Right.
It can make you feel like, oh, I must have chosen the wrong path, when actually the path itself, the struggle, might be the very thing shaping your purpose.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so if purpose is this thing we actively build, this commitment, what are the payoffs? What tangible benefits does building it bring? Why should you listening right now actively try to develop it?
Oh, the research here is remarkably clear and consistent. A strong sense of purpose has this wide-ranging, really positive impact on, almost every part of your life.
Okay, like what?
Well, for starters, it significantly boosts your resilience and perseverance. Purpose directly predicts your ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going.
So it's not just about being tough or having willpower. It sounds like purpose gives you the reason to be tough, the fuel for that willpower when it runs low.
Precisely. That's a great way to put it. Studies show purpose is positively linked with grit.
Grit, right, that persistence.
Exactly. Grit is defined as working strenuously toward challenges, maintaining effort and interest over years despite failure, adversity, and plateaus in progress. Purpose can even predict positive changes in your grit over time.
Wow, okay, so it builds resilience. What else?
Beyond that, it dramatically impacts your overall well-being and mental health. Having purpose predicts greater well-being generally, importantly, reduced stress, less anxiety, lower rates of depression.
Well, that's huge.
It really is. It contributes to something psychologists call eudaimonic well-being.
Eudaimonic.
Oh, okay. What's that?
It's basically a deeper, more sustainable kind of happiness. It's focused on meaning, growth, authenticity, rather than just, short-term pleasure or feeling good momentarily.
Got it. So purpose builds this foundation for real lasting fulfillment, not just chasing fleeting highs. What about daily drive? Achievement, does it help there?
Absolutely. Purpose is a powerful engine for fueling motivation and achievement. We see this clearly in studies. Take college students, for instance.
Okay.
Those with a strong sense of purpose, they're far more committed to actually finishing their degrees. And that often leads to better grades, higher retention rates, the whole package.
Makes sense if you know why you're doing it.
Exactly. And here's a really fascinating finding. Pursuing pro-social goals.
Pro-social, meaning goals that benefit others, that contribute beyond yourself. Pursuing those kinds of goals during your younger years, like college age,
Yeah.
that's been shown to predict greater well-being way down the line in middle adulthood. And significantly more so than pursuing goals focused purely on financial gain or personal recognition.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. So focusing beyond yourself might actually be better for your own long-term happiness than just striving for personal success.
That's what the evidence strongly suggests. It's quite profound when you think about it.
Yeah, it really is. What else? Any other benefits?
A couple more key ones. It also fosters a stronger identity and connections. Your sense of purpose is deeply tangled up with who you are, your self-concept.
Right.
It boosts your self-esteem, your sense of self-worth, and it helps you form stronger, more fulfilling connections with other people who share similar values and goals. You find your tribe, so to speak.
Shared purpose creates bonds.
Definitely. And finally, purpose acts as an invaluable guiding force. Think of it like a North Star. In times of uncertainty, big life changes, maybe losing a job or moving, purpose provides a stable foundation.
Like an anchor.
Exactly, an anchor. It helps you navigate those tricky situations and find constructive ways to cope rather than getting lost or overwhelmed.
Okay, the benefits are incredibly compelling. Resilience, well-being, motivation, identity, guidance. It's powerful stuff. So the big question then is, how do you actually develop purpose? Especially if you feel like you don't have it right now. Are there practical steps?
There absolutely are, and it's often not just one single path. Research points to maybe 3 primary ways people tend to find, or rather develop, purpose. And often it's a mix.
Okay, what are they?
First, there's what we could call the proactive route. This is about actively exploring, trying different things, different options, possibilities for your life's direction. It's conscious searching.
Like volunteering for different causes, trying new hobbies, taking different classes.
Precisely. Testing the waters, seeing what resonates, what feels meaningful to you. Second is social learning.
Learning from others.
Yeah. You might learn about a specific purpose or a life goal from someone you admire, a role model. Or maybe you just absorb the value of having a purpose by being around people who are really engaged in meaningful work or activities, inspiration from others.
Okay, so exploring yourself and learning from others. What's the third path?
The third one is perhaps the most profound, and it connects back to what we were saying about hardship. It's the reactive path.
Reactive.
Sometimes a major life event, maybe a crisis, a loss, a significant challenge, can powerfully redirect you. It can forge new life goals or really strengthen the ones you already had.
So purpose can actually emerge from the tough stuff. Those moments when people say, that experience completely changed my life's direction.
It truly can. Adversity can be an incredibly powerful catalyst for developing purpose. That eudaimonic well-being we mentioned, it's often forged right there in the crucible of adversity.
Wow, okay, those are the pathways. But are there things you can do? Practical exercises, maybe?
Yes, definitely. There are simple things you can try even right now to start this process. One I like is called Build Your 5-Year Resume.
5-year resume, what's that?
Imagine yourself 5 years from today. Really picture it. What job do you have? Or what kind of work are you doing? What skills have you developed? Have you earned any degrees or certifications? Where are you living?
Okay.
Projecting this sort of idealized but achievable future self, it can really help clarify what steps you need to take now. It helps you set concrete goals that lead towards that vision.
I like that. Makes the future feel more tangible, less abstract. What's another one?
Another simple but surprisingly powerful activity is to write a love list.
A love list. Sounds nice.
It is. Just sit down and list all sorts of activities, experiences, things you genuinely would love to do or have in your future, big or small.
So not just career stuff.
No, not at all. It could be traveling somewhere, learning an instrument, mastering a recipe, spending more time in nature, anything you feel drawn to. Sometimes your deepest passions, the things that might hint at your purpose, reveal themselves in these seemingly unrelated desires or hobbies. It's about listening to that quieter inner voice.
That's great. Build the resume, write the love list, simple starting points.
Exactly. They help you start tuning into what truly matters to you.
It's fascinating how purpose can be developed. And like you said, it seems especially vital when life really pushes you. That idea that deep meaning is often forged in the crucible of adversity. Can you share some of those real-life stories, the ones that really show this power in action?
Indeed. Stories often bring these ideas to life far better than just definitions. Let's start with a really powerful one. Viktor Frankl.
The psychiatrist. Man's search for meaning.
That's the one. He was a prisoner in Nazi concentration camps. And Frankl observed, even in those horrific, dehumanizing conditions, that individuals could preserve what he called a vestige of spiritual freedom, of independence of mind. Even there.
Even there. He famously quoted Nietzsche, "He who has a why to live can bear with almost anyhow."
A why. A purpose.
Exactly. Frankl saw fellow prisoners comforting others, sometimes even giving away their last scrap of bread. He realized, and this is profound, that everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, To choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way.
Choosing your attitude, that was the freedom they couldn't take.
Precisely. He found that meaning could come not just from work or enjoyment, but crucially from your attitude towards inevitable suffering. That attitude could make you, as Dostoevsky apparently said, worthy of your sufferings. For Frankl, accepting suffering not as a defeat but as a unique task allowed for this inner achievement, this sustained spiritual freedom.
That's just incredible. Finding purpose in the how you endure, not just in escaping. An extraordinary example. Who else?
Let's consider Mark Mathebane. He grew up in crushing poverty under apartheid in South Africa. Constant hunger, illness, violence, a really troubled home life, just unimaginable hardship.
But his mother, despite their dire situation, had this unwavering commitment to his education. She saw it as the key to open up a new world and a new life. She told him stories, which he called a golden fountain of knowledge about right and wrong, instilling values.
She gave him a vision.
She did. And at one point, Mark felt completely weary, even suicidal. But his mother found him and said simply, "You're the only hope I have. I love you very much."
Wow.
That connection, that love, and the responsibility he felt, it pulled him back. It gave him this insight that, in his words, life takes its true meaning in proportion to one's daily battles with suffering. His purpose became crystal clear. Pursue education no matter what. That purpose shielded him from crime, from despair, and ultimately offered him a path out.
What a powerful story of a mother's belief and a son's resolve, born from love and struggle. Do you have another example, maybe showing adaptation to physical challenges?
Yes, the story of Ben Matlin is also deeply inspiring. He was born with spinal muscular atrophy, a severe condition. Doctors didn't expect him to survive childhood.
Oh my goodness.
He faced relentless physical pain, social humiliation. Yet his mother, like Mark's, instilled this incredible belief in him. She told him there was nothing he could not do, urging him to light a candle instead of cursing the darkness.
Light a candle.
And Ben internalized this. He developed this profound belief. I'm tough, resilient, I'm a survivor. The labors of my disability strengthen my character. As his condition progressed, causing more physical decline, he adopted a mantra. Plan ahead, mourn the losses, and move on.
Mourn the losses and move on. Acceptance and action.
Exactly. He was incredibly candid. He once wrote something like, "Even as the upwardly mobile, Harvard-educated man is evaporating, replaced by the severely disabled cripple, somehow I can't give up. You mourn and move on. It's a different direction, but not a dead end. I'll have to adapt."
That takes incredible strength.
It does, and he did adapt. He continued to write professionally. He was a parent. He found new ways to contribute and engage with life. His purpose wasn't static. It evolved with his challenges. His life is just this incredible testament to human resilience and finding meaning through constant adaptation.
These stories, Frankl, Mathebane, Matlin, they are so powerful. And it's striking how in each case, and even in the research you shared earlier, purpose seems deeply connected to something more than just personal success or even just survival. There's this clear beyond the self dimension popping up again and again.
You've absolutely hit on a crucial point there. And the data really underscores this. Remember those college students we talked about?
Yeah, the ones pursuing pro-social goals.
Right. When researchers asked a group of college students about their most important life goals, what do you think came out on top?
Based on what you said, maybe not money.
You got it. The highest category wasn't financial gain or status. It was goals related to contribute beyond the self, closely followed by things like meaning self-actualization.
Interesting. And why did they say those goals were important?
That's even more revealing. The overwhelming reasons cited were things like fulfillment, happiness, and, again, beyond the self reasons, helping others, living up to moral beliefs, feeling gratitude. Guess how often material gain was cited as the reason?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Not very often.
Hardly at all. Only a tiny percentage gave that as their primary motivation.
So contributing to something larger seems intrinsically linked to our own sense of fulfillment.
It really does. This beyond the self orientation isn't just noble or altruistic in a selfless way. It appears to be deeply, intrinsically rewarding for us as humans. It connects back to that idea that purpose fuels motivation, not just for personal achievement, but for creating positive contributions, for connecting with communities, for impacting society. True fulfillment often blossoms when we link our personal commitment to that larger impact.
Okay, so wrapping this up then. As we finish this deep dive, the key takeaway seems to be that purpose is way more than just a nice thought or a fleeting wish.
Definitely. It's an active commitment, a choice. To pursue goals that resonate deeply with you, that feel meaningful to you.
And that have some kind of consequence, some connection to the world beyond your own skin.
Exactly. And it's a strength you can build. You can cultivate it through actively exploring, through learning from others, or even, as we've seen, in response to life's toughest moments.
It's this powerful engine for your resilience, your well-being, your motivation.
Proven time and again by research and vividly illustrated by the incredible journeys of people like Viktor Frankl, Mark Mathebane, and Ben Matlin, individuals who didn't just endure suffering, but found profound meaning and purpose right there within it. They transformed their pain.
So maybe a final thought for you listening. Consider your own life right now. What goals are you actively pursuing? Do they light you up? Do they feel connected in some way, however small, to something larger than just your immediate self-interest?
And perhaps, if you find yourself facing adversity, big or small, could you, like Frankl suggested, focus on choosing your attitude? Could you look for the meaning hidden within that struggle itself? Finding that why might just make you feel worthy of your sufferings, as he put it.
It might unlock a whole new level of resilience, a deeper source of spirit and motivation you didn't even know you had. That's definitely a question worth exploring. It truly could fuel your spirit.